We're just about 48 hours or less away from Mississippi State tipping off the biggest game in school history in the Lone Star State. WCBI Sports Director Robbie Donahoe made the same long trip as the Bulldogs and has more on the upcoming matchup from the Lone Star State.
Thank you, Tom, and good evening. We welcome you here to Dallas, and you brought the windy weather to the Lone Star State, apparently, Tom. You had all that wind in Oklahoma City. It's come down here to Dallas, but obviously this is just a precursor for what's to come in your neck of the woods in Mississippi. Make sure you remain weather aware tomorrow. Follow everyone on our WCBI weather team. They do a phenomenal job every time that you need to stay safe in terms of severe weather. Getting off topic a little bit there, but let's talk little hoops. Obviously, we are getting closer and closer to tip-off. 48 hours until the big matchup between Mississippi State and UConn in the women's Final Four from over there, where all those bright lights are in Dallas at the American Airlines Center. The Bulldogs had one of their closed practices as SMU today, but we were fortunate enough to talk with Mississippi State personnel and get an inside look at the 15 minutes of practice. This isn't video that's going to be shocking to you in terms of, giving an advantage to UConn, but it's obviously video that we want to show you because this is what Mississippi State wants to focus on. Getting out in transition, high-low basketball. This is the kind of stuff that UConn's going to want to do against Mississippi State, and Vic Schaefer's going to want to have a chance to do it against the Huskies. And we'll continue to say it on and on. Yes, it seems like it is a David versus Goliath matchup between Mississippi State and UConn, but this is nowhere near the matchup like it was last year. I said it during my 5 o'clock live shot, where some teams may be playing UConn for the first time, may be scared and terrified or taken aback at the intensity and talent that UConn brings to the floor when the tip-off starts. That's not going to happen this time around with Mississippi State. They remembered all too well what happened in that 60-point loss last year in the Sweet 16. Not necessarily they want revenge, but they want to prove to themselves and to everyone else that they are a legitimate basketball program that can compete with the best in women's college hoops. And they're going to show that coming up Friday when the Bulldogs do, in fact, take on the UConn Huskies. It'll be approximately a 9 p.m. tip time, maybe like 9:15 or so. You can watch the game on ESPN2. We did get a chance to hang around SMU and catch up with some of the students. If you didn't see my entertaining, I'm going to say, an intriguing story with some of the students trying to figure out what they knew about Mississippi State, it's online now on our website at WCBI.com for my live shot from earlier today. So we hope to see many of you in maroon and white coming up tomorrow. We have so much in store coming up from Dallas here tomorrow, as the Bulldogs will have their practice and their presser. There's so much going on with the MSU Alumni Association that's here in Dallas. We have our very own Andrea Self, MC Sullivan, Jonathan Flippo. They're all here in Dallas. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. So buckle up. It's going to be a great time tomorrow and Friday from here in Dallas. So signing off for the last time on Wednesday, reporting here. Actually, we're in Irving, Texas, but just outside of Dallas. Robbie Donahoe for WCBI Sports. Tom, talks back to you, hopefully in a calmer Columbus.
Thank you, Robbie. A little bit calmer here at WCBI, but we'll take a look at some of the softball from today. Mississippi State got the W against Mississippi Valley State 8-0. 3 Bulldog pitchers combined for a 4-hit shutout. The Bulldogs, they travel to LSU Friday for an SEC weekend series. And then Ole Miss, they dropped a heartbreaker in 11 innings, losing to Jacksonville State of Alabama 5-4. Haley Sims of the Gamecocks hit a homer to center in the bottom of the 11th to get a walk-off win. Caitlin Lee pitched a solid outing for the Rebels, but Jayville State was able to answer late. Ole Miss, they're back home to take on Kentucky for a weekend SEC series. And also